Yeah, it is. It's recording. Okay, let's start. So let's get started. So as discussed earlier, so we are going to cover all these technologies during this course. Already we have seen this, and so there is a brief history of DevOps. So he introduced this DevOps concepts. Actually, this Patrick in 2009. So introduced as a DevOps days, but after that it got renamed as a introduced as a DevOps days, but after that it got renamed as a DevOps actually development and operations. So many people are giving their own definitions for the DevOps, let's discuss later that one. First we'll discuss what is not DevOps, then we'll discuss about DevOps. Okay. So already we discussed few times. So, let me repeat it again. So it is not a one tool, or it's not a one technology or a one team. Basically, DevOps is a culture. So within the culture, multiple teams work together as a one team. So like a development team, QA, and operations team work together as a one team. So that's why I call it as a DevOps culture. Okay, and uh, so basically, DevOps means it is a software engineering method or software engineering culture that tests the communication between and collaboration and integration between the development and operations. So basically, DevOps team it improves the collaboration and communication between the development and operations. So it unifies the all the teams like development team, operations, and QA team, and to improve the communication and collaboration between these teams. So in the DevOps culture, all the teams work together as a one team. So it's like it is work as a one concept, like a one team and one goal. Okay. So the main goal of the DevOps is to deliver the high quality software in a shorter duration. So that is the main goal of this DevOps. And how to achieve that one. So we need to follow some process and some methods. Going further, we will discuss those things. Yeah. Okay, so there's name suggests it's a combination of software development and operations. It is fusing of the two principles in order to emphasize the communication, collaboration, and integration between the traditionally software developers and IT operations team. It is a practice of operations and development engineers participate together in an entire software life cycle from design through development through the production. So it's like all team work together, and all team have work together as a one team and has a end-to-end responsibility of the software development, from gathering the requirements and gathering the requirements to development to testing and infrastructure deployment and application deployment, monitoring, and taking the feedback, and again implementing the changes in case of any issues. So it's like a one team as a end-to-end responsibility in the DevOps culture. So that is a main goal and definition of the DevOps. So as there is a diagram describing, so all these teams like development, QA, and IT operation work together. So it's like mainly we have a few DevOps engineers, like a core DevOps engineers, like one or two to three people. That and Other teams like work with us, like development team, QA team, and IT operations team. The whole team call it as a DevOps team. Okay, you're getting my point, right? So basically, only two or three people are the core DevOps engineers. So they will take care of the CI/CD pipelines, repo creations and infrastructure management, all these things. And these people will work with the other teams. So all team we call it as a DevOps team. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a process or culture we follow in the DevOps model. So the DevOps process approach involves the continuous development, integration, deployments, and monitoring, and all those things. So it's like in DevOps culture, we automate everything. That's why we use this continuous term frequently, because we'll automate everything. Once the developer done with the changes, everything will get automated, including testing and monitoring also. So DevOps is a preferred approach to develop high quality software in software development cycle, which results in a greater customer satisfaction, because we release the by following these DevOps principles, we release the high quality software in shorter durations within a less cost, definitely in a less cost. Okay, we'll see how to achieve that one. Okay, and during the course. Uh, Okay, let me open the one diagram. This will give some clarity of the DevOps culture. So the diagram is talking about this like there are multiple teams, development team, QA, and ops team, and definitely we have some core DevOps engineers. All will work as a one team. So all will work as a one team in DevOps culture, and is a one goal. And this complete team will take the whole and so on responsibility of the product development. So it's like in product catalog will have definitely will in product catalog will have the features. We'll take the set of features and we'll put in a one sprint, and we'll plan that sprint, and we do the continuous development and continuous build and continuous testing, continuous deployment, and once the deployment is done, and end user will do some operation on that one, then we'll do the continuous monitoring. In case of any changes, again it will repeat this same process. So there's a only one team and has the end-to-end responsibility of the complete development of the product. Okay, so internally we have a different teams, but we should work as a one team. So that is the concept of DevOps here. In the DevOps culture, all so even test engineers or ops team, they will involve from the starting, from designing phase itself. They will involve. In traditional approach, it was completely different. Once the product once the development is done, once we are done with the development, then that the product will go to the testing. So till that time, the QA team will not understand what is going on in development process. They're completely not aware of that. So that team is ideal that time. So, but in DevOps is not like that. Everyone will be involved from the first phase to the last phase, from development to the deployment until monitoring and everything. Everyone will involved from starting to ending. So that's why every team will aware of what is going on, other team. So that complete process will aware of that. All the teams like development, QA, and our operations team. So this diagram is talking about that one. It's like it's like a never-ending process. DevOps is like a never-ending process, because every day we'll do the continuous build and continuous testing and continuous monitoring and everything. That's why for DevOps they are given this symbol. Let me show that one. So for DevOps, that's why they are given infinity symbol, because it's a never-ending process actually. So continuously we'll do all this process actually, like a planning, coding, and everything. It's a continuous process. There is a perfect symbol for the DevOps, infinity symbol. That's why they are given this symbol for the DevOps process. This infinity symbol. Okay. So we will repeat the same process and again to improve the product quality. So it is a one team has a end-to-end responsibility of the complete project or application development. Getting clear?
Yes.
Okay. In case of any doubts or anything, please stop me. Clarify. Okay. So then actually why we need DevOps actually? So everybody is talking DevOps. It became buzzword, and everywhere in every project or every organization, is small or medium or big, everyone trying to adopt this technology. So why we need it? Actually, what were the challenges earlier before the DevOps? Let's discuss for that one. So in traditional approach, situations are like this. It's like every team work is an isolated environment. It's like a developers work separately and opposite team work separately. So like a isolated kind of thing. So due to that, somebody, hello, Vamshi,
Hello.
Vamshi is there or not?
Yes, yes.
But somebody is calling
No, no one is calling.
Vamshi only, I think.
No,
No, is it?
no,
Okay, okay. No, I got this call from earlier also, just 10 minutes back. That's why I asked you.
not calling.
Okay, okay. Whose number this one? 351 something. Ending with 351.
My number is ending with 171.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So earlier, these were the challenges like it's a wall of confusion base. Like there's why in the earlier approach, it was like every team used to work independently, like a isolation environment. One team will not aware of what is going on another team. So it's like a situation is like that. So developers start always try to introduce some new changes into the product, but this operations team does not willing to take the new changes because operations team want the stability in their environment. When any new changes come, they think that that will affect the stability of the environment. So that's why they will not willing to take the new changes. But development team always try to reduce the new changes. Okay, so in development team does not understand what are the configurations in the operations environment, and operations team does not understand what is the configuration of the development environment. It may be the version compatibility or using the different tools for development and different tool for the operations team. So if it is some, for example, I assume they are developing some software and uses some Java 1.7 and operations team uses some Java 1.8 or 1.9. Some application work in development environment, but it may not work in any other operations environment because they use a different version. We get some compatibility issues like that. So it's like a game game. So developers say those changes, whatever I have done, I'll say that's perfectly working in our environment. I'm not sure why it's not working in your environment. The operation system, they don't know is something issue with your coding only. But as a development team knows it's a issue with your configuration. It's like always a blame game and always a fight between these two teams because everyone is working independently and everyone doesn't aware of their configurations and not only configuration, maybe other like usage of the tools or all those things. So that is a connection between the team and always it is a fight between these two teams and it's kind of a blame game because they work independently. So that was the situation, that was a big challenges in traditional approach. As this diagram see this diagram, these guys want to introduce changes, but these guys don't want to allow the new changes. They want the stability, these was introduce the new changes. So that is a between fight between the development and operations team. So that is a wall of confusion. So there is a between silos between these two teams, development and operations. So always these two teams used to blame. Okay, if in case I get any issues in the deployment or build issues. It used to happen. Even I faced those issues earlier when I worked as a build and release engineer. So then we'll see how that DevOps team will resolve these issues as DevOps model. Okay, that is a major challenge before the DevOps. So see, this development will develop the changes and they are given those changes into the ops team, but those changes are not working in the ops team because they may use the different versions and they may use different tools and the configuration may be different and infrastructure may be different. Okay, because there is no proper communication and collaboration between these two teams. That's why. So definitely delay the release of the software and sometimes it may not work also. So that's why it will create a lot of issues because of lacking of the communication between these two teams. So that is a big challenge in traditional approach. So DevOps break down those walls between the development operations. So basically it integrates the two teams. Again I'm getting call here. 1 second. Hello. Uh, 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. Somebody called me. Hello.